Hello, everyone. I'm Michiko Hayashi from Emoto Peace Project in Tokyo, Japan. And thank you so much for being here today again. Today, I am so happy that I can introduce you, Crystal Gall from UK. And I'm so proud and I respect Crystal, and I like your name, Crystal. It's like crystal, water crystal. Oh, Crystal, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. I'm so honored you invited me to be on your channel today. It's so lovely meeting you, Michiko, and we were so happy to have you speak at our Physique platform. Yeah.
Yeah, that was wonderful. And thank you so much for having me also. Today, it's my turn to introduce you to our audience. Well, at first, could I introduce you to everyone? Okay. All right. Crystal Gall is a certified hypnotherapist, evolutionary coach, speaker, and FESIG, that's free energy specialist interest group, and the FESIG founder and initiator. Crystal was a resource speaker, a mind mastery coach, mentor, and consultant for the CEOs with Vistage CEO UK.
Yeah.
That's the world's largest CEO membership organization at Tech Asia. She was a WPP group of companies PR director and a business innovation consultant to spiritual and health tourist projects, an interpretive master planner in generating and building and implementing visionary ideas. As a self-starter entrepreneur, she has set up at least 5 companies in the past. Wow. A passionate consciousness activist. She has founded and started a number of humanitarian and charitable initiatives and has initiated fundraising campaigns and successfully raised money to help the underprivileged for over 25 years. A protege of the father of hypnosis, Dr. Gall, is that how I pronounce his name?
Yeah, correct.
And Gerald since the early 90s. She pioneered in hypnotism in Malaysia and was renowned there, having taught self-hypnosis of thousands. Wow. She became a mind mastery coach for the CEOs and mentoring and coaching them on IQ, EQ, SQ in management. Now, she founded FESIG, the Free Energy Special Interest Group, a platform where science meets spirituality to share ideas, knowledge, inform, update, discover, work together to develop and build futuristic technologies on alternative free energy, healing, and human sustenance. Very impressive, Crystal.
Thank you very much.
I am impressed. So today, could I ask you to talk about this free energy special interest group? That's how that's what you're really putting your effort, and where I gave my presentation. I mean, so grateful you invited me. And how did you come up with this idea of starting this platform?
Oh, as a very active consciousness activist, I've always been interested in setting up initiatives, humanitarian initiatives, so one after the other. And then once it gets going, it's going to get big. You know, we get trolls coming in, and then they create trouble, and then, you know, they disperse and separate the whole group through division and separation and all that. Yeah. And I got really fed up. And then I joined Cash Foundation. And that's where I got to know quite a number of people who are tinkering with free energy devices. And we sort of like, you know, got together and I say, hey, I'm going to start Physique, the free energy special interest group. Would you join me? And then in came Fresh Prezzo, and then we have James Ring. James Ring had been with me for a while, and then James Ring said, yeah, James Ring was with the older initiative before I started Physique. So James Ring said, yeah, let's get in and let's get started. And then I started it, I put everything together, and then I invite them to come in my talks, in my presentation for the recording. But in the background, I did everything, of course, you know, guys, they're not too interested in the nitty-gritty and the admin. And so I had, and then I had Pontus joining in, and then I had the others, Ron and, you know, and Etienne. And, yeah, and we really hit it off, and we got going continuously for 5-6 years now, since year 2016. Yeah. And then we invite wonderful, great speakers like yourself. Speak. Yeah. And then we had Dr. Pollak as well.
Dr. Pollak.
Yeah. Actually, I got to know him through your website. And I thought, wow.
He's
one of the most influential scientist.
Yes. He is an amazing professor. He's so humble. He's so pure. He's just wonderful, and he's like my family. And whenever I'm with him, I talk with him, I feel just so comfortable. I mean, he's been to Japan so many times, and I visited his house so many times, and so we're just like family.
I know, it's so great. It's so great that one of the most influential people on the planet, and yet he's so humble. Oh wow, we love you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. Have you been able to interview Dr. Luc Montagne?
No, he hasn't replied.
He's been very busy, especially during this time because of the DNA testing and all that, vaccine. Of course. So
he's on the forefront.
Yeah, right. So he's probably trying to kind of hide from other people because a lot of times he gets attacked. So
I'm sure because he was first to come out to to disclose. Yes.
Well, even before this started, he was always talking about vaccines, how it's not good for people. So he was, yeah.
He's so honest.
He's very honest.
He doesn't play the game, and he's really for us. His heart is so big.
Exactly. Just like Dr. Gerald Pollak. I mean, they're really good friends, and they're so open-minded. They're so honest, accepting. So I'm so happy that she had Jerry Pollak.
Oh, thank you. You know, they're the heroes of our time. And we are so honored and so blessed with most of the speakers coming to our channel to speak. We've got like 150 or more of the most brilliant speakers on the planet, as you can see in our channel, right? I mean, we're so lucky. Yeah, we're so lucky. I mean, they won't say no. They will come and speak, and they do. They spill the beans, you know.
Wow.
So I think about almost close to 400,000 views now. Although science is quite a dry subject, but
400,000.
Yeah, it's not just about science really, because it's a science meets spirit platform.
Sure.
They encourage scientists, researchers, inventors, and developers of free energy that encompasses everything, including healing and all that, to go within, to connect with the spirit within, so they can crack the code. I said this, sorry, crack the code, meaning to say solve the equation. Yeah.
So what kind of free energy? I'm so interested to hear about free energy. I mean, I know that there are many kinds of technologies to make free energy.
As I said, free energy encompasses healing as well. It's not just tinkering with devices that gives you power, electricity, and all that. That's why I made quite a lot of videos on mid beds. You know, I call a forum, speakers forum, panels of speakers to discuss the medical beds or the holographic cellular regeneration mid beds that Captain Randy Kramer was talking about, and they were all our speakers. Captain Randy Kramer, Gerald Rand spoke a few times, and then we had Ileana, the Star Traveler as well from the SSP. I mean, they had used mid beds when they were on the 20-year contract with the SSP to Mars.
To the Mars.
And, yes, they're super soldiers, yeah.
You know, I met Randy Kramer. Well, he was staying at my friend's house, so we were really friends at that time. And he told me about all the experience that he had during the time of being in the moon and in the Mars. Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people out there who's not like, you know, they've got such a blockage in their mind. They just don't believe in SSP and all that. There are more and more people coming. When I first met James about 7-8 years ago in person, James Ring, he's the ringleader of the Super Soldiers, right? His website is Super Soldier Talk. Yeah. And I was like very puzzled. Why is he talking about all these things? People really went to Mars and the moon and all that, you know? And then gradually it sank in. And then as the years go by, more and more people come and tell about their experience because they remember, you know? They might have been blank slated, but they're starting to remember what they did in Mars and the moon.
It's
as you had. Yeah.
Well, it's like
first-hand experience from Randy. Yeah.
It's like when I first heard about Randy, then I go, living in the Mars, the moon, how can that be possible? And then more and more people started to talk about it, and I go, wow, that must be the truth. We don't know about the truth.
Well, and we start digging deep, and wow, it opened up a whole Pandora's box.
Exactly. So yeah, so that's something that you are sharing with other people.
Yes.
Beautiful. How interesting.
It is, isn't it? Love is so interesting. This journey that we're taking together.
Yeah. Well, what about the medbeds? I know that I know about Russia technology of that Dr. Rivera, Jerry Duhanio, Rivera Duhanio. Yeah. And but I don't really know about other technologies, but there must be many like Cash
Foundation has built one, yeah, and then many. James Ring did a very fantastic documentary about the medbeds. He had a roundtable with Ileana and is it Randy as well? No, not Randy. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Dr. Johnny Delirious, our good friend. Johnny Delirious, yeah, and he researched a lot and he puts it together. So I would say go to his channel and look at that. Oh, and he even came up with about 12 makers of the medbed.
Wow.
That make that, yeah.
So it's going around in the world.
It's different ones, right? Different medbeds. There's different healing, some for rejuvenation, for you know, becoming younger.
As we want. So
some for healing cancer, some for healing this and that.
Sure. So having interviewed so many people for 5-6 years already, how do you perceive the world and the future of this world now?
I feel that something's going to happen, and all this, the lid's going to get blown, and all this wonderful, brilliant, awakened people are going to come out and do their thing and turn this world into a paradise.
No, that's what I think also. I mean, see, whatever we focus, then the energy expands. So during this time, so many people had the difficult time, And there are people who are saying, oh, I'm so scared. I just don't want this situation anymore. Then they are focusing on that very thing. Yeah. And the energy, that negative energy expands. But those people who are always looking the beautiful future based on love and sharing and understanding and respect, then they're expanding that energy. So the world they will, the world that they are creating will be the beautiful world. So that's, you know, I think there will be many, many different kinds of worlds where people are belonging.
Exactly. That's why we love your work, because you are like an angel sent from heaven to continue with the revered Dr. Emoto Masaru's work, and which is so very important for humanity to realize that they are the sovereign integral. And it is their thoughts that makes their reality. And once they focus on the thought, they are materializing and creating.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so manifesting, and this is what your mission is. You are here to continue with the great Dr. Emoto's work. It is so very, very valued and so very important.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you for doing it.
Well, thank you so much for knowing it and understanding it and saying that, because I know that when more and more people understand that we are water and water has the answer, then the world really changes, because water is showing that we are the reflection of what we think, how we feel.
Exactly. And look at how he has proven to the world by putting the water underneath the microscope. And you can see it so clearly with the positive words, it turning the beautiful designs and all that. And we really, 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 really appreciate your work there. You know, it's so important that people know who they are that way. And I knew about it way back in the early 90s when I first started my hypnotism business, and I started pioneering in hypnotism in Malaysia. I read so much about Dr. Emoto's work, and I even applied it in my hypnotism teaching, because I taught people, thousands out there, on how to hypnotize themselves, how to use their mind and their mental capacity so they can be made whole again, they can heal themselves and all that. And I applied the principles Dr. Emoto taught, and I told people to think of a thought that is just to prove to them, a demonstration that is the worst, most saddest thought that they have ever experienced. And when they did, their auric field became very, very close, you know, because we measured in dowsing rods. And when they started thinking, I said, okay, now stop that and let that go away. Think of the happiest thought of your life. And when they did, it expanded so big, we could measure that, as I say, you know, like 10 feet across, you know. And wow, this is proven time and again. I got them to do the experiment themselves.
Wow.
You know, and they did it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because when we are feeling some kind of fear or anger, we are closing everything. So immunity gets really low, and our happiness is, I mean, we're shutting down everything.
Yeah.
And when we are in a positive thought, happy, loving, and then we're opening. And that's the growth of everything, you know?
Exactly. That's why you look so eternally beautiful, because you're always entertaining good, happy thoughts about everyone, about everything.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you please tell me about your hypnotism. Are you still doing that practice?
No, I don't practice that anymore. I don't have the time, because my interest now is focused on humanitarian projects, on initiatives like Physique. But I'm sure to be applying that principles on that field into everything else, you know. It's about application.
When you think about having those 400,000 viewers, you are giving that big impact to their life.
And I must correct you. It's not 400,000 viewers, it's 400,000 views. So one viewer could be watching it twice or whatever, you know, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Many people are watching, you know. Many people are watching, and it's really, you're just giving that beautiful information, very important information to other people, and that we could never really have if we are staying here closed. And now this is the time of the truth. I think that we need to be sharing and exchanging the information.
Yes, absolutely. This is a time of reunification of star seeds who had volunteered to come to this planet to do the good work, to lead the way, and to awaken, help awaken Homo sapiens sapiens, the human species, to know who they truly are. Yeah.
So, who was one of the most interesting people? I mean, please do not consider about me, but who was one of the, I know that will be really nice to say, but who was one of the most interesting people that you have interviewed in this past 5-6 years, or impressive person?
Wow, I mean, there are
many of them.
I might have forgotten some of the most interesting ones, but right off, the most recent speaker that we had was Michael Lee Hill. He was a protege of the late A.R. Borden. Dr. A.R. Borden was the director of the ACIO, which is the Alien Communication Intelligence Organization of the NSA, which is it's like the NSA. They're all branches under the secret space program stuff's coming in, you know? And they have the intelligence enhanced many times with the intelligence accelerated technology. So apparently A.R. Borden has published a lot of books, and you can tell that he's probably one of the most intelligent human beings on the planet when he was alive. Yeah, well, we believe he could have been murdered for disclosing too much. Yeah. Right. And it's a shame. It's so sad the way this planet has been controlled.
Right. They say that it will be the year of disclosure, but
he told us that it will be soon. It will be 2024 when everything will just being disclosed and everything's gonna set right.
Really? 2024?
2024, not too long.
I would like you to, okay, I will have to just make the subtitle right here, write down how people can go and see your free energy special interest groups website, and also your YouTube channel and everything, so that they can watch all those interesting people's interviews.
Thank you. Yes. Do you want me to share screen? Yeah, I can share screen. And
show just a little bit of something that you're doing. Okay, let me share screen.
Right. Okay. There you go. Right. And then do a bit. Okay. Right.
There.
So that's me, and that's our website, True Vision of Peace. That's wrong. It's a truevisionofpeace.com/physique.html.
Okay.
So this is like whenever we have our forums, this is like the regular team members who joins the meeting. It's a platform for cooperation, sharing, and caring, uniting all creeds and races towards unity, peace, and harmony, working together for freedom and the betterment of humankind. And we open source these essential technologies to all. That's our goal. Eventually, we would, as needed domestically, so as to protect and keep the inventors safe and alive. I guess that's the only way to do it, like open sourcing. Okay, so it's a platform where science meets spirituality to share ideas, knowledge, inform, update, discover, work together to develop and build futuristic technologies on alternative free energy, healing, and human sustenance.
Mm-hmm.
This is our banner for our YouTube channel and Facebook. Okay. So we offer technologists a platform to present their work and teachings with creative, innovative, varying ideas and theories, experimentations with different beneficial results. So that's why if you go to our channel, it's a science with spirit platform. Then you see even spiritualists presenting their concept and philosophies and things like that on spirituality as well. Okay. So we welcome everyone that has creativity to push science and spirituality to the furthest frontiers in the pursuit of knowledge, seeking breakthroughs to succeed in our objectives of making this world a better place to live in. So we urge people who see our videos, please be open-minded. Okay, don't block all those very creative ideas that our speakers brought. So this is our website, truthscientist.com/physique.html. Okay, right. So I will.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
What a beautiful presentation you gave. Thank you so much. Technology.
So we're talking about pollution-free, no-cost energy sources being suppressed, okay? And they include perpetual motion machines, cold fusion generators, torus-based generators, reverse engineering, extraterrestrial technology, anti-gravity propulsion systems, and generally unproven low-cost energy sources since the mid-19th century. We have all of this, you know, zero-point energy, quantum vacuum, all have been suppressed, unfortunately.
No.
So now these technologies that have been suppressed could have helped humanity in a great way in changing the world into a paradise, but unfortunately, it went the other way.
Why?
Because people
murdered
for their efforts, for profit and control. That's why, Michiko.
Yeah.
And we all know it. Oh, sorry, my battery's running low.
Oh,
give me a moment.
Your battery is running. Okay, well, that was a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
I've got more. Sorry.
Okay, good. Well, you know, I hope that being suppressed time will be over soon, because the world will be very peaceful, harmonious, and it's going to be a paradise when we can share all these wonderful technologies.
Yes, yes, I know. Yeah, you know, notable people that have been suppressed, harassed, or killed for their research are, you know, they're very famous: Stanley Mayer, Eugene Melov, Nikola Tesla, especially, and John, to name but a few. Yeah. So suppressed technology developments that could have changed the world, as well as the circumstances that befell them, and their inventors are, okay, this one, you know, Tesla's Warren Tower project, free energy. We all believe, you know, of course, you know, he came up with this, and they suppress it. They actually bomb down this tower. They don't want people to see. Yeah, well, anyway, Royal Raymond Rife, the Universal High Magnification Time-Lapse Microscope, the Rife machine. You all know that. You know, now a lot of inventors are using his technology as the base for developing their their devices for curing cancer and other diseases.
Already in 1971, I mean, he was, this is really sad that happened.
Yeah, it is. And we can control weather as well with Dr. Wilhelm Reich. Yeah, so this one is also suppressed. So a lot of things that are
organ energy,
useful for the unified theory for curing heart disease, also suppressed, Dr. Linus Pauling. And then we have Stanley Mayer's The Car That Runs on Water. And then we had recently Walt Jenkins was one of our speakers who came up with the water bus, you know, that he wants to launch. Unfortunately, because of the lockdown, he couldn't have it launched. He was already planning it, you know. And then we had Harry Hoxley for curing cancer. It's so such a shame on this. And, you know, we already have flying saucers way back in the mid-40s, developed by the Nazis, you know, Maria Ostrich of the Pool Society, you know, they have developed all this. Unfortunately, it's all suppressed. So the original electric car as well, free energy, Nikola Tesla in 1899, proving that free energy could be harnessed. And then there's cold fusion, implosion generators, Dr. Victor Schwaberger's free energy-based water vortices.
Right, yeah.
I met his Schwaberger. Yeah, Schwaberger. His son was doing the father's presentation in the group conference, and we were there. Pontus and I went to Amsterdam.
I see.
And the US, who was suppressing it? Okay, the US Patent Office has 9-member committee that screens patents in order to protect national security. So they say, it's the other way around. A hidden purpose of this committee is to also find and remove from public access energy-related patents which could threaten the empower monopolies. That goes the same for pharma.
It's always
pharmaceuticals and so that's why we're always like, you know,
control.
And
this is exactly what's happening right now too, you know.
I know, it's so sad, so sad. So why Trump, well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'll just say it very quickly, was here to drain the swamp, and he's draining it even quietly in the background. And hopefully, you know, all those culprits would be taken off from their seats so we can free the suppression. Technology is of course needed to free and to free enslaved humans. So there's an urgent call for truth disclosures.
Wonderful.
There are inaccessible technologies though, Michiko, because earlier on we were talking about Randy Kramer visiting your friend, and you had a first-hand intel from him, right? And he worked for the SSB 20 years at a time. I think he said 3 times he was on contract, 20 years, 20 years. He was supposed to be 80 years old, but he's 40.
Yeah, but he's looking really young, you know. It's amazing.
No, because they have technologies, the mid-bed technology that make them young again and put them back here on Earth. The time when they took them from Earth to their Mars.
Imagine if we had it right now here, then we would be looking always young and beautiful, and everybody's being really happy, you know.
You know, and then we can continue to expand our creativity and develop so many wonderful creative stuffs instead of worrying about our health, worrying about old age. I can't get up from bed in the morning because we're aching all over. It's horrible. And it's not natural. Human beings are not supposed to go through like that. It's just that we have been enslaved and suppressed. So the SSP, the Secret Space Program, off-world ET technologies, there are thousands of years ahead, advanced technologies that have been kept from us. Right. So ET technology in black projects, MK Ultra, Project Looking Glass, that they can see into the future. Philadelphia experiment, they just, you know, go into another dimension, disappearing at the Bermuda Triangle, remember? And the Montagne. And the Montagne project, etc., etc. So many projects. Then we have the holographic cellular regeneration matrix that Randy called it. When he was in the battlefield, right, Michiko? I'm sure he told you. He was fighting the spider beings in a Mars surface, and they had the limbs chopped off. And then their colleagues quickly dragged them into the ship again and put them in the main bits, the holographic cellular regeneration bit.
They regenerate.
Within minutes, within seconds, it grew back.
I know. Yeah, he told me about that too. It was amazing to hear it. I mean, when you, even though you cut it, and then it starts to grow again.
Exactly, it's amazing. We ought to have that, you know, because
We have that
salamander
technology.
gene, but it got shut down. Yeah, so we couldn't.
Teleportation.
Yeah, anyway, so all this, I know, it's a shame. Why could we have it? Why is it that only the elitists have it? It's not fair. So these are the technologies that I list here, some of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the blank slate technology. They can actually erase part of your memory and the rest remain because they don't want you to remember certain things. And that's what happened to the super soldiers when they come back from the duties from Mars and the moon. Yeah, so people like Penny Bradley, Ileana, Star Traveler, they're all starting to remember very quickly. And of course, Randy had never been blank slated, he said. He's allowed to remember. Yeah, because of his mission. So we have interstellar space travel, jump gates, stargates, teleportation platforms, wormholes, etc. These are really way out of the mind, imagination kind of technologies that most people would not accept that is available. It's going on. And then there's cloning, hybridization. Transhumanism is happening right now with the Jabby Jacks. You know what I'm talking about. The Jabby Jacks.
Wow.
They are being transhumanized. And they don't realize it because the octopus, aluminum life forms that have been discovered under the microscope, I'm sure you know about that. Yeah, from the Jacks. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So that it's going to grow in their bodies and they're going to be hybridized. You don't even know it. It's so bad. Yeah, no.
I know, and I imagine.
Right, many nights, many days, because my loved ones got it as well. It's a shame.
It's well.
They won't listen, they won't wake up. Yeah.
Right.
So they're going to turn into cyborgs, and there's soul harvesting technology as well, alters cloning, etc. These are real. People just don't accept it. And well, this I'll show very quickly. I'll take it away. This is what we are governed. That's where we are at the bottom here. So we are like, we couldn't do anything because too much control up there by the no Buddhas. Yeah, I know. Okay, I wouldn't want to go into this. I have to go through it very quickly now. Because it's like you say, we cannot show too much. I suppose Randy had been well on his 20 years contract. He was there, the Lunar Operations Command, the moon. Yeah. Right. And there's the flyover in the White House. Yeah, and it started when Eisenhower was in. Yeah, we had the Greys. Negotiating the Greada Treaty with him. He was told to stop, don't do it, but he won't listen. So, and then it caused a lot of human beings being abducted and taken off planet, turned into cyborgs, hybridized. Oh well, transhumanized and all that. So and DARPA is not good. Yeah, it's working for them. Yeah. Say, I mentioned Captain Randy Kramer. Yeah. He says after 3 billion people live off-world all over the Milky Way.
Wow. So many already.
I know. I wouldn't want to verbalize it. I just go through it quickly. People are interested. They can actually freeze frame and see some of this stuff. So these are, see, Randy Kramer and James Ring is with me on the board of Physique. Ileana, Star Traveler. These are the speakers who have spoken at Physique from the SSP.
Wow.
I was remembering, Sunny, Eugene, Irvin, Jessica Marocco, who says that she's a director of ACIO with Peter the Insider. Somehow I couldn't get Peter the Insider speak. Penny Bradley, of course, is a great friend. She was the one who introduced Michael E. Hill to speak last Wednesday. It was just last Wednesday. I'll have the video up and you will see it, Michiko. It's so interesting. It is an Anunnaki hybrid, he explained, you know. And apparently they found out that he's Enki reincarnated. Enki is for humanity, whereas Enlil is not his brother. Yeah, Enlil was the one. Yeah, so Enki is a good one. So they're all reincarnated here at this point of time because it's a very important time on our planet. Yeah, it means it's the end of the human species, the human species, Homo sapiens sapiens, if we're not careful. If we don't wake up on time, that's it, finished.
We have to wake up. We have to wake up. Yeah.
So physics mission is to open source blueprints when prototyping better tested, and structuring and facilitating will be happening here in Physique for scientists and developers of free energy or inventors, or you know, or even healing like midwives or whatever. You're all welcome, and we are planning with funding to, and working very hard on the funding aspect to facilitate and to incubate these technologies.
Wonderful.
Yeah, to contact me and I'll put you there. Once the funding flows, everything will be in place.
So if they want to,
website,
if they, okay, so this is the YouTube channel that people can watch on all these people that you have interviewed and, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot, that's right. This is the channel, but it's a lot to type in there because you can copy and paste from a video clip. But if you go to physics website, then you click, go right there.
Okay.
Perhaps, you know, if it's going to be so difficult, then I would say people should do a sovereign nation breakaway civilization so you don't get subjugated and suppressed by the so-called authorities who's not working for us. They're working for their own pockets.
Right, right.
Yeah. So this is our website.
Okay.
truevisionofpeace.com/physique.html. Okay. Facebook is easy, free, full stop, energy, full stop, special interest group. Okay.
Okay.
And then YouTube, also free energy special interest group. If you type there, you get into a YouTube channel. And our landing page is this one. You see in a nutshell what we are about. Right. And if you want to write to me, it's crystal@truevisionofpeace.com. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's wonderful. What a wonderful presentation. I'm so happy you could share this. Thank you. Now that makes me want to watch your channel, YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I will be taking some time and watch one by one so that I will gain more information.
It's a lot to watch.
And
we have James Gilliland talking about his ET ranch as well, interesting. We had Carrie Cassidy, yes.
Wow.
And of course Jared Wren talking about celestial chambers, yeah.
Wow.
And many
big people. Wow, wonderful. I'm so impressed. I would like everyone to visit the website, www.truevisionofpeace.com /FESIG FESIG.html. So I will write down right here. Okay.
Michiko, if you allow me to show the website now on share screen, then people can navigate it better.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to do it very, very quickly before you, call it day. So this is the website, Free Energy Special Interest Group. Go in there and click on Physique. When you click on Physique, oh, sorry, my internet's a bit slow. Then you see YouTube channel. We've got 4 channels now: BitChute, Odyssey, YouTube, in case YouTube and Facebook goes down. So this is our video channel. Okay, so yay, see you there. You came out first.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. And you know, people like you are really important nowadays, especially sharing the truth, revealing the truth, helping those people who have been suppressed, all the technology that is good for humanity, not only for humanity, but for this earth. So the planet Earth is really important. And the planet Earth is asking you, me, and everyone to help. Hurry up and help. So
yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful. Look at these.
These are all the videos. We have so many. Okay. To go. We have Christine as well, who's got millions of viewers.
Wow.
And we don't have millions here. Yes. She has.
Okay.
And then we have Decode. Many of Jim Decode here. And there, Professor Marina Lobova, the Russian scientist, and Jerry Puhiono, and Adam Apollo. Oops, sorry, it goes back to.
Wow, so look at all these
and so
people.
on and so forth.
Jason Shurka or Shurka from this pyramid. It's very interesting also.
And Adam Apollo as well. And then Jenkins, Carrie Cassidy.
Carrie Cassidy is really, yeah, she's a big one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, many.
Well,
and we had a special Dan Winter, of course, talks. James Gilliland's there, right?
James Gilliland?
And then we had
really?
yeah, he was there too.
Oh, wonderful.
And then we had Don Estes, who's the partner of David Robert Monroe of the Robert Monroe Institute, the institute where they have technologies.
Monroe Institute in New York.
Monroe sure you
do.
And they sent spies then. They sent people like the CIA, FBI, the KGB, all the spies go there to learn how to do remote viewing so they can remote view and spy on each other.
On each other.
Remote viewing to Mars and the moon and other planets as well. It's amazing, this technologies most of us didn't know about. So, and then the late bits one.
Now that I see all these people that you have had, I will be just staying in front of my computer and watching YouTube.
So, I think my internet connection is not so good. This is not coming out.
It's probably about time. So,
about time to close now. Okay. Yeah. So I urge people to join us, and you'll be in the database, and you'll be informed.
Right.
Michiko, I'm sure you receive my newsletters once a month. Once a month.
I do receive your newsletter.
Good. This is Michael Lee Hill that I was talking about. He's one of the most important speakers, really, because he is Enki, reincarnated here to help humanity.
Wow.
So this is the website, and these are the reports of speaker. Look who's here! a report on your talk.
Thank you.
Jerry Pollak, and so on and so forth. So please go read about what the speakers say as well on the website.
Everyone, so please visit, watch her YouTube channel. There are many of them, and you will be impressed to see how many people have been experienced and have technologies and information that we have not had. So let's share it now. Okay.
It's a awakening up a place to go to. Yeah, if you don't believe, okay, see with your own eyes what they say.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, Crystal, thank you so much for being here with me. And I really enjoyed having you here. And maybe I should have you again here so we can talk about this. I should have you again in the near future so we can talk about this again.
Oh, yes, thank you so much. I'm so honored you invited me to speak with Chico. Oh, I love you for everything.
I love you so much.
And everything you do.
Thank you so much. And I honor what you're doing also, respect you so much. And I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you too, sister.
Mutual. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching us today. And I hope you all have a wonderful and happy day. And please remember, I love you all. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. Bye-bye.